Jesus. Dying over here. I haven't played this since the DS, so I want to see how much they like changed it. Not that I remember it like, super clearly. Also, what's the volume balance like? It's like sounds really loud. I can't. That means I have to lower the game volume. Alright, how about that? Do I have to turn it way down? Wah 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 wah. Okay, how about there? Let's see how it's changed. Hold on. Yeah. You can see how blobby quality. Because two of them were speedies.
Objection! Objection! Objection!
Damn it, why me? Can't get caught. Not like this. I've gotta find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it. August 3rd, 9 a.m. Hold on, let me check if my setting is saved. Did they? Okay. Just checking. Boy, am I nervous. Right! Yeah. Hi, Chief. Glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you, and your client as well. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. Favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. It's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over. My life, everything, it's all over. Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, it's him. Death, despair, oh! I'm gonna do it! I'm gonna die! Sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. Nick! Hey, hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty! Tell them I'm guilty! Give me the death sentence! I ain't afraid to die! What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished! I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away? Person responsible for your girlfriend's death? The newspapers say it was you. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a very simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts, my best friend since grade school. Our school has a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I could say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That and I owe him one, which is why I took the case to clear his name. That's just what I'm gonna do. God, it's so loud in my ear. 3. So, it's been 20 minutes. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Oh, that was a nice, like, slide cut. The, defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm, a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Head shaken, eyesight fading. Test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. It's Larry Butts. Defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. It's my attorney's badge. No one would believe I was a defense attorney if I didn't carry this. And the autopsy. Death. I think today's August 3rd, so it's 3 days since the thing happened. Blunt trauma. Oh, and then we got profiles. My boss, very good defense attorney, age 27. Larry Butts, defendant in this case, a likable guy who's been my friend since grade school. Cindy Stone, 22, the victim, a model. She lived in her apartment by herself. And Winston Payne, the prosecutor of the case, lacks presence, generally bad at getting his points across. A trash prosecutor. Okay. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me what the victim's name. Ooh, I know this one. Glad I read the case cover so many times. It's, wait. Uh-oh. Oh no, no way, I forgot. I'm totally drawing a blank here. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up for this? Don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim. Of course I know the victim's name. Just forgot. Temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just touch the court record button to check it at any time, okay? Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case? Cindy Stone. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct. Tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was hit with a blunt object. She was struck once by a blunt object. Single hit. Yeah. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well then, first, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne?
Yes, Your Honor.
As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what the object was?
The murder weapon was the statue of the Thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim.
I see. The court accepts it as into evidence. Statue added to court records. So, the entire basis of the Phoenix Wright series is it's a critique kind of the Japanese like justice system. Like the things where like like you're allowed to just bring evidence without anyone else checking it at the trial is a weird, like, unique thing to Japan. Like you don't get it checked and like verified beforehand. You can just bring it and it's like, okay. Yeah. As well as the reason that they have such a high like conviction rate is because they don't take cases where they think they might be like they might lose or it might be iffy. You know, because that would show incompetence, you know. So you just ignore them and leave those people on the streets. Don't worry about it though. Anyways, we got the statue now, a weapon. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. The evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Yep. Touch the court record button to check the court record frequently. Smack. I believe what they added in the trilogy as well is a bunch of features from the newer games. Like I remember in the DS third game they added like features from like the newest game, which was like an evidence 3D, like you could check by spinning around the object and like scanning certain parts. Like they added like forensics, and it was like, what the fuck, this is so advanced. And it's because like all the games were originally for the GBA, right? So they weren't gonna have a lot of features. Anyways, Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness.
The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand.
But Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. Get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. You know how smug this boy is. Yeah, that like side cut is so like whooshy. Gee.
Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you?
Hey, watch it, buddy. We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Antony.
Didn't they all die?
I wasn't dumb. She just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me ever. What's it to you anyway?
Mr. Butts, what you described is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before murder.
What do you mean, one of them? Lies. All of it lies. I don't believe a word of it.
Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Passport ad. Indeed. She appears to have returned the day before the murder.
Dude, no way.
The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies.
Daddies? Sugar?
Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle.
Dude.
We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now?
Right. I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I wait and see what happens? Stop answering.
My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. The question is irrelevant to the case.
Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheating she-dog. I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, and when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this.
Let's continue with the trial, shall we?
I believe the accused's motive is clear to everyone.
Yes, quite.
Oh boy, this is so not looking good. Next question. You entered the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you or did you not? Well, maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. Uh-oh, he went.
What do I do? I mean, this is relevant to the case. It gets to show if that he has an alibi. Alright, I'll send him a signal. Tell the truth? Yeah, I was there. I went. Order? Well, Mr. Butts.
Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man, so like, I didn't see her.
Oh my god. Well, I mean, the snively voice I chose worked out.
Objection!
Your Honor, the defendant is lying.
Lying?
The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying.
Well, that simplifies matters. Who's your witness?
The man who found the victim's body. Just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime.
Order in the court. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness.
Yes, Your Honor.
It's bad.
On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sawit to the stand. Mr. Sawit, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is this correct?
Oh, yes. Newspapers, yes. Mr. Sawit, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. Dun, 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 dun.
I was going door to door, selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly, it was 1 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there.
Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working?
Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building.
Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout?
Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sawit used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal.
Now, Mr. Wright.
Yes.
Yes, Your Honor. You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor?
Alright, Wright. This is it. The real deal.
What am I supposed to do exactly?
Why, you're to expose the lies and the testimony the witness just gave. Lies? What? He was lying? Your client is innocent, right?
Then the witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty?
How do I prove he's not? You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness testimony to the evidence at hand. It's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness testimony. Then, once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. Okay. Touch the court record button and point to the contradiction in the testimony.
Versus. Going door to door, selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing the apartment. Thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. I think it's strange. I looked inside the apartment. I saw her lying there, a woman not moving, dead. Oh, right. The voice command. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in the apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. Alright, and then you can ask them to press it. Time of death was 4 to 5 p.m. though. So... 1 p.m., are you certain? Yes, absolutely. Huh. Seems really confident. 1 p.m., right. Doesn't that seem strange to you? Present some evidence to contradict him. Thanks, Mia. I mean, I knew it. It's the... autopsy.
Objection!
You found the body at 1 p.m. You sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at sometime after 4 p.m. There's nobody to, no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain the 3-hour gap? That!
This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time.
After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mrs. Sawit, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.?
Gee, that's a really good question.
Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and their whole story falls apart.
Wait, I remember now.
Would you care to give your testimony again? The time of discovery.
You see, when I found the body, I heard the time.
There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television.
Oh, but
It was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video on a tape program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. Let's see, you heard a voice saying the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Right, you know what to do. Got this one. Should probably be, like, pressing every line. I don't think you get penalized for pressing, only for presenting. Nah, okay, if you ask too much, okay. What heard the time? His voice saying the time was probably coming from the TV. It was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching the videotaped program. So I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry, misunderstanding. Alright, so which line do I press about the... to say that it was... Let's see. Are you sure it was a television, not a radio? Well, no, I guess it might have been a radio. Incidentally, there was no radio on the premises. There was only one large television. Right. Kept my finger on it, but something seems fishy. Something about hearing the television. Witnesses testified here at the time. Is it this one? Yeah. That video? Yes, that would explain why the time is wrong. True, true. Right. I think the problem lies elsewhere. Okay, so it was the previous one. Blackout.
Objection!
Until 6 p.m. Hold right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. Couldn't have heard a television or a video. The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mrs. Sawit? No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quiet. Wait, I remember now. Mrs. Sawit. The court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. You seem rather distraught. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mrs. Sawit. hear your testimony once more, please. Hearing the time. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There's a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. You saw a clock. I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. Now, if I remember the first case... which one? I think you can press, but eventually, there's a lot of pressing that you can do before the game is like you're just like burning time. But this is the first case, so. I didn't hear the time, I saw it. There's a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. I mean, I know what I remember the first case, and I know what the solution is. I just have to remember which line it is. I saw it. Table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? The murder weapon.
Hold it!
Table clock? Was there a clock in the scene? This is the first I've heard of it. The murder weapon? Yeah, the table clock that was used as a weapon. That's what I said, right? Did you doze off in the middle of my testimony or something? Something's fishy here. Yeah, this doesn't look like a clock, is the issue.
Objection!
Wait just a moment. Murder weapon wasn't a clock, it's a statue. How is this supposed to be a clock? You with your objections and your evidence. Who do you think you are? Some sort of defense attorney or something? Just answer the question, Mrs. Sawit. Hey, I saw it, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may. Yes, Mr. Payne. As the witness stated, the statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies. I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, appears that the witness testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems? Yes. There's a gaping hole in the witness testimony. The only way he could know the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand, yet the witness testified he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder.
Oh yeah, prove it. Prove I went in there.
I'll do my better than that. I could prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Order of the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mrs. Sawit, sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. But what's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless? Just look at the witness's face. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? That day I never... Look, the clock, I heard, no, I mean, I saw, Oh, he threw the wig.
Shut up, shut up, shut up, I hate you! It was him! I tell you, I saw him! He killed her and he should burn, give him death.
Order in the court, I say. Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense claims. Mr. Wright, Your Honor. You claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is riding on this. I'd better think carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Sawat heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply... try doing it. Let's sound the clock here now in the court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? Ask the court to listen very carefully. I think it's 8:25. Certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker, after all. So we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25. As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between Mr. Sawat's heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sawat, try to talk your way out of this one. You forgot one thing. Uh-oh. What's he talking about now? While it may seem like the clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? Can't prove that. You don't have a case. He's right. How am I supposed to prove that? Damn it. I was so close. Mr. Wright? Seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Shit, I lack the critical evidence. The critical information? Yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sawat. I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal. You lords of slime. Sad him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Not so fast, Mr. Sawat. Chief! Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think. But Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody could prove it. Well, yes. That doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have proof. Right, Mr. Wright? Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow? Chat? Yeah. All the pieces are here. No, I do know. I just want to see if he solved it. Alright. Yeah. I mean, I could prove it. You must have evidence to prove it, right? Let him know. I was already running slow the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support? Of course. There's a piece of evidence in the court record. I can prove my claim beyond a doubt.
Ha! Tough words. Let's see you pull this one off.
Need evidence that proves why the clock was running slow. Passport.
Take that!
The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. there, it's 1 a.m. the next day. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her in the apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Sawat. Or should I say, Mr. Did It? He's foaming up, he passed out. Order, I say. Mr. Passed It. Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we expected. Mr. Payne, your witness. He was arrested. It's been taken away, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly. And find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not Guilty. Yay. And with that, this court is adjourned. Oh, okay. Wow. Jesus. Turns out Frank Saw was a common burglar. Posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people went out of their house. That day, Larry went into her apartment. The victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Saw would let himself in to do his dirty work. When he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Saw grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. The victim died instantly. 2 p.m. So, 4 hours later. Oof, still can't believe we won. Right, good work. Good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. Owe it all to you. Not at all. Not at all. You fought your own battle in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial I've said end on such a satisfying note. I've never seen the Chief looking so this happy. She's this happy, imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over. Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Oh, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait, no. I mean, bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Wendy's gone, man. Gone forever. Larry, she was... Never mind. Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Yes, you. I could practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts, innocent. Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this, ever. Celebrate dinner? Movie? My treat? Oh, no, I couldn't. Yeah, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh, hey! Here, take this. It's a present. Present? For me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. But really? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was just playing me for a fool. Don't I make you just want to cry? Larry. Are you so sure? Squeeze me? I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me, Skay. Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right, Mr. Wright? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about it? Huh? Oh, yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about? Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her. Huh? What about that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. She took it with her when she traveled.
Whatever, boy. She probably just needed a clock, that's all.
You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of it what you will. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer.
Really am, thanks.
Hope that made him feel a little better. Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People, too. Never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right? Listen, learn and grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off?
Yeah, I guess.
So how about dinner on me? We'll drink a toast to innocent butts.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him? Yeah, part of at least. You have to tell me more about it sometime, maybe over drinks. So, my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends." But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us, unless you count the clock he gave me. I didn't know then, but that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. Done. Alright, game over. Alright, good RTA. Oh shit, it's Turnabout Sisters. Save. So how much of these games have you seen? Alright. Then you get Detective Conan quizzed by me during them, because I vaguely remember most of them. And then the newest games I don't know anything about. Or the Edgeworth ones. Beep. Hello, this is Maya. Hey Maya, it's me. Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Sorry, I've been so busy. How's you been? Well, lonely. It's all your fault. Nah, I'm just teasing. I've been great. I'm finally getting used to having my own place. That's good to hear. Actually, calling because I have a favor to ask. I know. You want me to hold evidence for you? Sharp as always. There's a lot of buzz about the upcoming trial. I just don't feel safe keeping the evidence here. I gotcha. So, what is it this time? It's a clock. Clock? Yeah, it's made to look like the statue of the thinker and tells you the time. Thought you might like it. You always like toys. Hey, I'm not a little girl anymore, sis. Now, you know, I'm only teasing. I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working. That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out, sorry. Put some papers inside instead. Papers? Is that evidence then? Well, there's a possibility it might turn out that way, yes. Can you come by the office tonight to say 9 to pick it up? I'll be in a pre-trial meeting until then. Okay, sis, but expect dinner. Something good. Like burgers. I could really go for some good... Okay, is that the burgers line that they kept in? I wonder if I could play the first game in Japanese. Since I know it. Okay. We'll hit the usual joint. Alright, it's a deal. Okay, sis. See you soon. Yep. I'll be waiting, Maya. Conversation recorded. September 5, 9:29, 7 a.m. So a month later since that trial. Well, almost 2 months. 3 days later. Wait, no. 3 hours later. Now, Miss Faye, I'll take what's mine. The papers. Sorry, but I can't give you what I don't have. Miss Faye, you are a poor liar. Why, I see it right over there. That must be The thinker that swallowed those papers. How could you know? Oh, you're not cogniferous of my background. Gathering information is my business, you see. I should have been more careful. Ho. My dear Miss Fay, I'm so very sorry, but I'm afraid I must ask you for one more thing. Your eternal silence. Farewell, Miss Fay. Red, white, blue. Turnabout Sisters. So 12 minutes later. Something like that. 10 minutes. Uh-oh, I'm late. Huh, that's strange. Guess the chief left without me. Said her sister was coming over, so we should all go out for dinner. What's that smell? Blood? Mia! Maybe she's in her office. Examine. Oh yeah, they added this. Oh, I should probably move into the office first. Smell blood. Sabu. Sis. Someone's there? Chief? Chief? Chief! She! Who are you? Oh, she fainted. Big rips. Strange girl dropped out cold. Left her lying on the office sofa. Went back to the chief where she lay under the window. Body was still warm. Could feel it when I held her shoulder. Then, all too quickly, it began to fade. To find her, she was cold. Chief. Alright. Time to investigation. Shards of glass was scattered on the floor. Seemed to be the remains of a glass light stand. Chief's chair. Simple, functional design. I'm pretty sure this part wasn't in the original. I don't remember it, at least. Feels pretty good to sit in. Encrusted with dried blood. How ironic that this became the murder weapon again. Chief, it's hard seeing her like this, but if there are any clues here, she was struck in the head with a blunt object. Probably died instantly. Thinker lying next to her must have been the murder weapon. Thinker at it again. Some glass shards around the chief's body. Must be pieces of glass. The glass light stand lying broken in the back room. Nothing else that seems like a clue here. What? Piece of paper must have fallen from his hand. What could it be? Word written in blood on the scrap paper. Maya. Did he write this? This piece of paper is a receipt from a department store dated yesterday. I think that's enough snooping around for now. Better call the police. Find out what that girl is doing here. Surprisingly, the chief was never good with machines. About all she used for the PC for was email. Picked up this ancient model from at some garage sale for practically nothing. Banco ledger book. Everything is written in Chief's ultra neat handwriting. It's a small office, but it makes good money. All Chief's important documents are back here. That's where she filed her cases on recent rulings. Right, better call the police. That's Finding a few of the screws on the receiver are missing. Looks like someone was halfway through taking it apart. Police! Please, come quick. What's that? Someone screaming from outside the window? She's staring right at me. She's holding a phone in her hand? Oh. Time to go look out the window. It's a large building right across the office. The Gatewater Hotel. Nice luxurious place. That girl just said, where'd she go? I put her there on the sofa. Uh-oh. Hope she didn't run on me. Yipes. Don't scare me like that. Excuse me, but who are you? It's okay, I work here. Maya. Maya Fey. Maya Fey? Maya? So Mia was writing that girl's name. Maybe I should show her the receipt? Never thought there'd be a use for evidence outside the courtroom. What happened? Excuse me, can you tell me what happened? Came in, the room was dark, and said she was already dead. So you're the chief's sister. I'm her younger sister. You were here visiting this late at night? Yes, she said she wanted me to keep some evidence for her. Evidence? Yeah, it was the clock. It was the thinker. Look at my badge. So I've never seen that before. Dang. About the thinker. That was... Oh, sis. Probably shouldn't have asked her about the murder weapon. This is lying next to the chief. I know. I saw it there too. I thought they might be the pieces of the light stand. Maybe. Never heard of a glass light stand before though. Probably the light bulb. Before Mia died, she wrote a message in her own blood. Wrote on the back of the receipt. It's my name. Why? Why would she write my name? Please just calm down. Why would sis write my name? Uh-oh. Now I've done it. Oh no, the wheels! The police. Sounds like they're coming this way. Freeze, police. Oh hey, Gumshoe. Alright, I'm Detective Gumshoe, see? I don't know her name. We received a report from the building across the way, see? Got a person saying there was a murder. Must have been that woman I saw. Anyway, I don't want either of you to move an inch, Kay. Great. Straight? My wait, she wouldn't have... Whoa! Excuse me. Does the word Maya here mean anything to you? Oh, that's my name. What? Victim drew this in her own blood, see? With her dying breath, she wrote the killer's name. Case closed, you're coming down to the precinct, ma'am. What? Mia's younger sister Maya was arrested on the spot. I was taken in for question and didn't get out till next morning. My eyes were heavy, I couldn't sleep. Sat around waiting for visiting hours to begin at the detention center. Had to talk to Maya as soon as possible. Next day, 12 hours later. Wow, they have poor Maya locked up like a criminal. Oh. It's you, the lawyer. Good morning. Good morning! She looks so tired. You gonna be my attorney? That's what I want to talk to you about. Of course. First things first, better get her cheered up. Yeah, of course I will. Cheer up. Really?
Oh, did I say something wrong? She looks even sadder now. What's wrong? You don't think I could do it? No, no one could. Who would believe me? Even you, when you found me in the office. You looked at me like I'd done it. Did I look at her like that? No, I never thought. It's okay, I understand. And I also heard about you. Heard? Heard about what? I was talking to my sister on the phone the other day. Today was my junior partner's first time in court. Oh, really? How'd that go? It's quite the scene. Honestly, I was on edge the whole time. It's been a while. So he crashed and burned? He's a genius. One of those strike fear into the hearts of evil types. The only thing he's lacking is experience. Huh. Sounds like it was fun. Well, I know who to go to if I ever get in trouble now. I don't know, Maya. I think you might want to wait. Give him like 3 more years. That is, unless you want to be found guilty. That's what she said. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to insult you. No, it's okay. It's true, I guess. But at the same time, I can't just sit by and watch. When I think of the person who did this to Mia, I know. This guard monitor visits the room. He hasn't moved an inch. Real pro of guy. Smile for the camera. Let's see, we got Maya, 17. His little sister found bent over his sister's body crying. Dick Gumshoe, 30. Detective at the local precinct in charge of the initial investigation. Something I wanted to ask you. Yep. What's with that outfit? Oh, this? This is what all acolytes wear. It's my uniform, you could say. Acolyte? Like people in religious training? What is it you do? Oh, it's nothing strange, really. I'm a spirit medium, in training. Spirit medium? Sure, that qualifies as strange. Could you tell me about the day of the murder? Yes. Let's see. That morning, I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial. Yep. This clock shaped like the thinker. The one Larry made. How could that have been evidence in this case? Right. She said something about that. I remember. Do you want to hear it in her own voice? Hear her own voice? Yes. Pretty sure it's our conversation on my cell phone. You recorded it? Yeah. I forgot how to delete those things. So, you have a conversation with your sister on the cell phone. Let's hear it. Right. Oh. I just remembered the detective took away my cell phone. Sorry. Oh, right, of course. Next time I see Detective Gumshoe, I'll ask him for it. I'll write you a note so you don't forget, okay? You know, so that you have something to present to them when the occasion comes up, because that's the mechanic. Spear mediums. So you're an acolyte, a medium in training. That's right. Fae family, especially the women, have always been very sensitive to the spirit world. Wait a second, you said the Fae family? So Mia was into this stuff too? Of course! She left the mountain to follow her career, she said. Her powers are first class too. But I had no idea. Wait. So you're a real, honest-to-goodness spirit medium? With ESP and all that? Yes, in training. Well, can't you contact Mia's spear then? We could just ask her who killed her. I'm sorry. I'm still in training. I couldn't do something on that level. Thought that would be too easy. Something the matter? I was wondering, could I ask you a favor? This is the address of a famous lawyer. My sister gave it me a long time ago. She said if I ever heard in trouble, I should call him. I'm in trouble. Do you think you could go ask him to represent me? I mean, sure.
Why not? I'll go ask. Thanks. No one else to turn to. What about your parents? Big awkwards. I see. Don't worry. Leave it to me. Trial's at 10. What? Tomorrow? Tomorrow? What if the guy refuses? They told me that if I don't find one, the state will pick an attorney to defend me. When will that happen? They're giving me until 4 this afternoon. Visiting hours are almost up. I better hurry. Alright, I'll be back. Alright. Let's go to a telephone. I did not mean to go here. Oh, wait, no. This is the law office, isn't it? According to the receptionist, the big boss is out. She couldn't say when he'd be back. Must be hard to keep track of everyone when you're a famous lawyer. Not to mention run an office like this. Guess I'll just have to come back later. Solid mahogany desk. What's been polished with deep luster. Expensive looking mahogany bookshelves filled with expensive looking books. Funny, they don't look like they've ever been read. Decoration. Painting's been bugging me ever since I stepped in. Oil paint is so thick it's practically giving me a stuffed nose. Sure, the price is nothing to sneeze at, for the matter. Table for clients. An elegant ebony case, and if I'm not mistaken, that light is made of solid gold. Even I could tell he's got money to burn. Plant. Expensive potted plant. No idea what the kind of plant it is, but it probably is the most expensive one available. Okay, I think the exam feature was in the original, but the in-depth one from later isn't. So I guess no one's here. Back to the office. Office filled with police officers. They're all busy searching for clues. Hey, you there! It's a crime scene, pal. No trespassing. Sorry, don't I know you from somewhere? But you're that Butts guy, aren't you? No, Phoenix Wright. How could anyone mistake me for Larry? Right. I got the name wrong, Mr. Wright. Sorry about that. That Butts guy, he was a killer. You're no killer, right? He was proven innocent. Right, and you were Detective Suede Shoes, Detective Gumtree. Gumshoe, wasn't it? Dick Gumshoe? Right, at your service. Hang on, that's Detective Gumshoe to you, pal. Anyway, get the name right. Don't go calling me Dick. Hey, Dick, get over here. Yes, sir. Be right there. You're her lawyer, right, pal? You got business here, you better do it quick. Well, he thinks I'm Maya's lawyer. His favorite potted plant? I remember it had this bizarre name no one could ever remember. Cordyline stricta, pal. Well, who was that? Sky's so blue and so am I. It's that hotel right across the way. An old movie poster. Apparently, this was the first movie that made Mia cry when she saw it. I'll have to check it out one of these days. Mia's desk. Perfect and clean as always. The only thing it's missing is Mia. Sad boys. There's a horrendous amount of legal books here. Scary still is that Mia probably read all these. But Mia Faye, do you have an autopsy? Yeah, you won't want no results, huh? Now don't you look at me that, pal. It's no use. She might have been your boss, but that don't mean you get special treatment. Alright, you can see the report, but that's all. About Maya. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the trial. Sorry, pal. There's one trial you ain't gonna win. Why do you say that? The city's put Prosecutor Edgeworth on the prosecution. Edgeworth. I'm sure you know that means you being a lawyer and all. Prosecutor Edgeworth. That's right, pal. That Mr. Miles Edgeworth himself. Wait, you do know him, don't you? Yeah.
I know him. He's a feared prosecutor. He doesn't feel pain and he doesn't feel remorse. Won't stop until he gets guilty verdict. Oh, don't talk about him that way. Make him barely sound human. Still, I'm afraid that's pretty much decides the case. So Edgeworth is on the worst one. He hasn't lost a case since he became prosecutor at the incredible age of 20. Of course, there are rumors of back alley deals and forged evidence. All I know for sure is that Edgeworth hates crimes with an almost abnormal passion. Never imagined I'd be facing him so soon. Look at my badge. Dang it. So, do you know about this? That statue, that's the murder weapon. You think it's the clock's statue too? Starting to wish I'd never seen this thing. It's broken glass here, right? Huh? Oh, that? Seems like the glass stand fell next to the victim. Glass shards are pieces of broken sand. It's a paper next to the victim, right? Yeah, the one with the killer's name written on it. Are you sure that Mia wrote it herself? Given the condition of the writing, it's hard to say if it's her handwriting or not. So there's no proof Mia wrote it. Just wondering, did you see Maya Faye's cell phone? Oh, that? I have it. Look at this. Look at this old cell phone, Nokia. Yeah, the classic with the strap. Is in Japan you gotta have the strap. Here in America's they don't like the strap. They like the gun strap. Yeah, you think you can give it back? Sure. I mean, wait a second, pal. Tricky lawyer. Uh-oh, he's on to me. Tell it to him. Tell him straight. Something matter? Oh no, it's just, you know. Numbers. Cell phone holds all the girls' spicy secrets. You're trying to confuse me. Sorry, pal. I already checked all the numbers. You're quite the detective. Yeah, you can have the phone back. Weren't any specialist calls. Seems you didn't notice the conversation. Thanks for the gimme game. Thanks, Gumshoe, for being a dingo. Check the records to hear the conversation. Done, pal? Yes, thank you. I'll be headed out. Oh, wait. One more thing I want to mention. I suppose you're planning on talking to the witness. Anyway, you'd better not. No influencing the witness with your lawyery, please, pal. Come to think of it, I'd completely forgotten about her. The witness? Yeah, Miss April May. Sorry about this, but I can't tell you anything about her. Well, you just told me your name, Miss May, huh? So you already sent her home, huh? Aha! You trying your lawyery tricks on me now. She's not gonna go outside a room until the trial. So she's still in the hotel across the way. Guess I should know better than to try to get a detective to leak info. Got that right, pal. Time to pay Miss May a visit. There's the, transcript. Thanks for this. Don't mention it, pal. When it comes to dealing with lawyers, fight fair and square is our motto. I don't know how to feel seeing everything written up like this. Makes Me's death seem so routine. Alright. Anyone back here? Nope. Time to go to the hotel. We have until 4 p.m. to get a lawyer. Hello there, handsome. Hi. Smooth, right? Real smooth. You're the liar, ain't ya? The detective told me. He said, don't say nothing to that lawyer, pal. Teehee. Remember so. Thank Detective Gumshoe for making my job harder. Gee, this is all like something out of a movie. It's all so exciting, I can hardly contain myself. Oh, let me go freshen up so I can look the part of the beautiful witness. I pity the lawyer that has to cross-examine this one. It's gonna be you. It's gonna be you. I know how this goes.
Hanging. Got a little something sticking out. Screwdriver.
Hey! Hey! What are you doing? No touching.
Oh, bad boy. You really shouldn't pry around other people's rooms now. You wouldn't want to make me upset, would you? Upset? I thought she was gonna explode there for a second. Wonder what could be inside the drawer. I mean, I know. Listening devices for people's phones. Flowers are fakes as expected. I know sunflowers and tulips, but that's the extent of my foreign knowledge. Simple bed. It's been recently made, nothing eye-catching. What's inside of it? Maybe later. Got Edgeworth, 24. If the prosecutor and ruthless man who'd do anything for a guilty verdict. 23. An eyewitness of the events testified that she saw Maya commit the murder. Yeah. Wright is also 24. Yes. You see, when they said the young age of 20, they meant the young age of 20 when he first started. It's very, very short time since then. Bro, the other ages are listed, man. Anyways, what you witnessed. You think you can tell me something? I need you to describe what you observed at the time of the incident. Oh, observe, incident. You sound just like a lawyer in the movies. I like a man with a big vocabulary. Better not encourage her. You know that thing that occurred to happen the other day, the bad thing? What do you see what happened? I don't suppose you can tell me, pretty please? Let me see. Well, dream on. If you want to know, you'll just have to come to court tomorrow, Mr. Lawyer. Oh boy. Could you just... Who exactly are you? Oh, Mr. Lawyer, are you hitting on me? No! Hey, I'm just doing my job here. Hee. You know, you're cute when you blush. Believe me, this is the first time in my life I've blushed this much. Right, can you just tell me what it is you do? Well, no. You had your little hopes up, didn't you? Oh boy. See, there are 2 glasses on the table. Is someone staying here with you? Ooh, what an amazing power of observation. You must be one of those famous detectives like on television. Oh no, not me. I'm just a lawyer. Say, Mr. Big Detective, why don't you go look for clues in the garbage? Miss May doesn't like nosy little lawyers. Oh boy. Look at my badge. I'm a witness, police witness, you understand? How could I possibly give you any information in good conscience? Me, the witness? It's just like in the movies. Is she gonna have nothing to say? I guess so. No, it's meant to be like that. No. Alright. Well, time to check the lawyers. Seems like Mr. Grossberg's out. Maybe I should wait for him to come back. At him! That wasn't the most over-the-top clearing of the throat I've ever heard. So you're the one they say has been looking for me. Yeah, that's me. He looks even grander than I imagined. That band's in your collar. Ah, so you're a lawyer, are you now? Yeah, well, yes. And what do you want? I'm not particularly busy these days. Please proceed. Not busy? Then how come no one can get in touch with you? Huh. Something the matter. You came to see the one and only Marvin Grossberg, did you not? Well, here I am, boy. What do you want? Out with it. Oh, well, sir, actually, it's about Maya Fey. Ah, yes, Maya Fey. Go on. What a strange reaction. Ah, cha-cha. I'm really quite busy here, son. Can't go take cases on a day's notice. No, it's quite impossible. Wait a second. How do you know the trial was tomorrow? Anyway, I'm afraid it's entirely impossible for me to represent her. Sorry, end of discussion. What's going on? He refused me before I even got the chance to ask. What do I tell Maya? The theme of Mr. Grossberg. How could you just refuse like that? Please tell me why don't you have to get the case? Well, she's just, I'm busy, you see. But the client's Mia Faye's sister. Mia trusted you. She knew her sister would be in good hands. Yes, of course, I know that. However, sorry, but I'm being blackmailed. Bye. Creep. Fine. I don't have time to argue with you anyway. Come. Think not. Huh? I think not, I said. What do you mean? I'm terribly sorry. But I'm afraid that no lawyer worth their salt would take on this case. Terribly sorry, my boy. Why? I cannot say. I beg your pardon, but could you leave now? I've got nothing more to discuss with you. How did you know Mia Faye? She worked here a long time ago. Quite the apprentice, that one. Learned my techniques in the blink of an eye. She left one day, quite suddenly. She had a mission, you see. Mission. You could see it in her eyes. She followed it with burning passion. Never looked back, not one. That's quite a painting. You noticed. It's my pride and joy. Impressive, isn't it? Well, isn't it? The color of the sky, the hue of the sea, the weave of the straw hat. It's worth at least 3 million. I have no intention of parting with it, of course. No, I won't sell it, not even to you. I wasn't interested. It's not for sale. I'm not buying. Jeez. Oh, my badge. Very sorry, but I've got nothing to say. Okay. Do you have things to say when I'm examining while you're here? Guess not. Alright, time to leave. Well, she's got 18 minutes. Oh, you're back. Did you find the lawyer? Well, see, I really don't think you should use that guy. He didn't seem healthy. He was all skin and bones. What really happened? You don't mean he refused to help? Let's see. Been abandoned then. Oh, no theme of sadness. I got your phone. I got your phone back. I was to say, can I listen to my sister's voice? Maya's eyes closed. She listened to every word with such intensity. Before long, tears began to roll down her cheeks. It is the last time she heard her sister's voice. Thank you. I don't want to show the death report. Alright. You told me about the day of the murder? Sorry, I know it must be hard. Been doing this the last few hours. All I've been doing these last few hours is talking about it. Kind of gotten used to it. Let's see, that morning I got a call from my sister. I want to be told evidence. That's a thinker. Practically qualifies for serial murderer now. When did he arrive? It was around 9. Lights went off and I could smell off. Lights were off. I could smell blood. Found her, my sister. Thanks, Maya. That's all I need to hear for now. What about your family? I only had my sister. Father died when I was very young. And I don't know where my mother is. Don't know, so she could still be alive. Mother. The women in my family have been mediums for generations. They say a lot of spiritual power runs in our blood. About 15 years ago, our family was involved in an incident. There was a man, and he ruined our mother's life. After that, she disappeared. Several years later, after that, my sister announced she would become a lawyer, and she left the mountain. So you live by yourself? Yep, I got used to it. Oh, also, I had to become independent, or I would lose my powers. Feel bad for all by yourself on the mountain. Your mother's enemy. So, who was this man who ruined your mother? About 15 years ago, there was an unusual murder case. Made quite a stir. Everyone was talking about it, apparently. Police were out of leads, and they were getting desperate. They used the spearmen, didn't they? Police convinced my mother to try and contact the victim. Wow, so what happened? Case was solved, we thought. You thought? Man my mother helped the police capture was innocent. Police consultation with a medium had all been carried out in secret, of course. But a man found out about it and leaked it to the press, told all the papers that my mother was a fraud, and the media jumped on it big time. My mother, became the laughingstock of the nation. Let's see. White. Excuse me, White? That was his name, my sister told me. White? Huh. Just a little longer now before the state-appointed lawyer comes, I guess. 4 p.m., that's time. What should I do? Do I just leave her to go home? Defend my... Made up my mind. I'm gonna defend you whether you like it or not. Why? Why? Well, I can't abandon you. No one is sad as a person without friends. I know. I've been there a long time ago. Yeah, it's Kid Phoenix. Why did I become a lawyer in the first place? Because someone has to look out for the people who have no one on their side. I won't abandon you. You can count on me. It's so kind of you. Well, let's fight this one and get you out of here. Right, thank you. Oh, she smiled at least. She looks like an entirely different person. One last question. You are innocent, right? Yes. And I trust you. So you trust me too, Kay. It's a deal. So what next? Something that's been bugging me. So what was inside that strange woman's drawer? So when I tried to look in the drawer, she got defensive. There has to be something in there. Alright, time to go investigation. Oh, it's the bellboy. Good afternoon, sir. Excuse me, you are... I beg your pardon, sir. I am the bellboy of this establishment at your service, sir. Oh, right. I've just come to the delivery room service, sir. Do you know where Miss May is right now? I believe our guest, Miss May, is currently using the, facilities? If you've no need of anything else, I'll be, taking my leave. Please, stay as long as you like. Enjoy. Yeah. Wait, no, hey. Why does it seem like every time I come up here, I just end up embarrassing myself? Now's my chance to snoop. Ah, I almost forgot. Yeah. You came back quick. Might ask you to, inform Miss May that there's a message for her. Please tell her that Mr. White of Blue Corp phoned. Oh, right. Sure. Mr. White of Blue Corp? I've heard that name. That was his name. White was the name of the guy who ruined me and my mother. Could it be coincidence? Oh. The screwdriver is sticking out of the half-open drawer, and that's my chance to see what's inside. What do we have here? A wiretap. What would a woman like her be doing with a thing like this? Yoinked it. There's a story, I know it, I'm talking out loud. For Maya's sake, I'll get to this woman's bottom. I mean, wait. I mean, you know what I mean. Oh, bellboy's still there. Uh-oh. Time to scram. Look forward to tangoing with you tomorrow, Miss May. In court. Blue skidoo. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Maya Fey. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. How's Edgeworth? Better not show any signs of weakness today, or he'll be on me in an instant. Opening statement. Thank you, Your Honor. Defendant, Miss Maya Fey, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence she committed the murder. And we have a witness who saw her do it. Prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor. I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin then. Let me call our first witness, Your Honor. Prosecution calls the chief officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court. Sir, my name's Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder. Very well, sir. Let me use the floor map of the office to explain. It's a plant. The body was found here, by the window. And the cause of death? Loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sure. The murder weapon was a statue of the thinker found next to the body, sir. It's heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even if in a girl's hands, sir. The court accepts the statue as evidence. Still calling it a statue. Or plan added to the records. Now, detective. Yes, sir. You immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey, who was found at the scene of the scene, correct? Can you tell me why? Yes, sir. Had hard evidence she did it, sir. Huh. Detective Gumshoe, please testify to the court about this hard evidence. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were two people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why? We had a witness describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder. Very moment, you say. Very well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine. Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examine what? Couldn't see a single contradiction in that testimony. Whoosh. Smack. Might just threw something at me. What's this? When my sister couldn't find any contradictions in a witness testimony, she would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. Works a lot of time. Should have expected Maya would know some of her sister's tricks. Alright, let's give it a try. Fake it till you make it. Something the matter? No, Your Honor. I'd like to begin my cross-examination. As soon as the phone came, I rushed to the seat. Alright. Who did you say you got a call from? Hey, pal, don't play dumb. You know who. Call was from a customer at the Gateway Hotel right across the scene of the crime. Okay, pressed. Not sure if it did much, though. Right, please continue. Two people already there. Detective Gumshoe, how long would you say it took between you receiving the call and your arrival at the scene? 3 minutes. That's pretty fast. Our motto this month is quick response. That's how I got there before the killer got away. Indeed. So tell us who the two people were you found at the scene. Are you absolutely sure it was us? Listen, pal, your dumb act is only gonna get you so far. With your funky hippie clothes and your spiky hair, you two stand out like suspicious people at a crime scene. Well, he does have a point about that. She is pretty unmistakable. I should pick my points to press with a little more care. I'm just waiting for the game to penalize me. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why is that? What's your reason? We had a witness account describing her. Hold on just a sec. Yeah? I heard correctly. You said you had arrested her because you had hard evidence she did it, right? Did I say that, me? I heard you say it. You did say it. You said it. Exactly what about this suspicious woman in pink's hair claim was hard evidence? What? This May isn't suspicious. She sure isn't pink, pal. Well, I guess she is pink. That's enough. Detective Gumshoe. Do you have any more solid proof other than the claims, Detective? I guess Preston can have advantages. Tutorial. Yes. Eh. Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor, sir. There was something I should have told you first, sir. Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again. Redo your shit. The evidence. I forgot that I barely need, like, the controller for this. It's mostly just touch the screen. I've just been burning, like, controller battery. Okay. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. Found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. I poured this in the wrong glass. It tastes like orange juice. I think it did. On it, the word Maya was clearly written in blood. Lab test results showed the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. Damn. Can't see Gumshoe's dump truck ass with his coat in the way. How you like that? That's my hard evidence. Gotta go hard, man. Before we begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective. Your Honor, why did you testify about this vital piece of evidence the first time? I know, I'm real embarrassed. I forgot about it, Your Honor, sir. Try to be more careful. Very well, the defense may begin its cross-examination. After searing the scene, I examined the scene with my own eyes.
Hold it!
And you find any evidence? Now, don't jump the gun on me, pal. Just listen, I'm getting to the good part. Got a bad feeling about this. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body.
Hold it!
Just because you found it next to the body doesn't mean the victim wrote it. Oh, then who did write it, smarty pants? Who? The killer. Anyone can see that. Oh, you're saying the killer wrote her own name? Buddy, please. She was framed.
Objection!
Hold on. If that's the case, where's your evidence? There's that shake head animation. I guess that was a bit of a tall order for you. Those without evidence shouldn't open their mouths, Mr. Wright. Yeah, pal. Well, Detective, tell us what's written on the memo you found. Objection. On it, the word Maya was clearly written in blood. You have proof it was me who wrote it? Of course I do, pal. Lab test results show the blood was the victim's.
Hold it!
What kind of tests were these again? What kind of? I hear they take little bits of blood in the goblins, the hobgoblins, the hermogoblin, the boblins. I refuse to testify on this matter, pal. I'm no expert on blood tests. Yes, that was quite clear. You may continue. Thanks, pal. I mean, Your Honor, sir. Detective Gumshoe. Yeah? I look forward to your next evaluation, as should you. Oh. That was a mess. There goes your paycheck. Alright, where was I? Also, there's blood found on the victim's finger.
Hold it!
On which finger was the blood? Which hand was the bloody finger, Detective? The right hand! Huh. She was right-handed. Haha, nice try. Uh-oh, I guess it was too hard to see what I was getting at. Short side, the victim wrote the killer's name.
Hold
Detective Gumshoe, you get a lot of cases where the victims actually write the killer's name? Sure, it happens all the time in the books and the movies. This isn't a movie, Detective. Oh. Let's talk about reality, shall we? I guess I haven't heard many cases now. Don't you find it a little odd that the victim would write down a name, especially the name of her own sister? Yeah, actually, you got a point, pal.
Objection!
Stop right there. The witness opinion on the matter is irrelevant. The facts are clear. The victim wrote down the name of the accused. The victim told us the name of her killer. Order, order. That didn't go so well. That's right, what he said. Before she died, the victim had the killer's name. It's his whole testimony. Okay. Must be a contradiction in there somewhere. Let's find it. Alright, let's go look at our evidence. Well, I mean, the death was instantaneous, so, she wouldn't be able to write down the name.
Objection!
Detective Gumshoe, there's the one thing I want you to clarify for me here. You saw the victim, Mia Fey, wrote this note. You said the victim wrote this note, that she was accusing the defendant, Mia Fey. That's really what you're saying. What? This ain't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course she wrote it. Who else gonna have? You have it backwards, Detective. But backwards? The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your department, Detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately. But... no butting your way out of this one, Detective. Order. Defense's point. Someone who died immediately doesn't have... wouldn't have had time to write anything down.
Objection!
Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain the autopsy report? When? I got the report the day after the murder. The day after the murder. Prosecution's point being. See, we have a new updated one from today! Whoa! Totally not tampered with. What? Second autopsy was performed yesterday at my request. Death was almost immediate due to a blunt blow from blunt object, but there is a possibility the victim, like there's I had them check the body and write an asterisk in the notes. Could have actually not instantly died. Results may vary. But there is a possibility lived several minutes. I received these this morning. No way. Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine that the victim did have time to write Maya. That is all. I see. Damn you, Edgeworth. Should have known you'd have something up your sleeve. Why, Mr. Wright, you look so shocked. Something you want to say? The detective sucks. Detective Gumshoe, you're a sham. How could you give me a faulty report? Huh? I thought Detective Gumshoe. I'm disappointed in you handing him the wrong report like that. I'm sorry, sir. You are at fault, Detective. This isn't gonna look good on your evaluation next month. Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Understood. The court accepts that Gumshoe's losing. He's gonna fucking demoted. Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests the killer was identifying the victim. The victim was identifying the killer. Suppose that's the obvious conclusion, yes. Darn, this isn't good. Prosecution would like to call the next witness. This poor, innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. Let the witness, Miss April Mace, take the stand. Exactly fire entering his innocence. Down, down. Oh, she's doing the cat paws. Witness, your name, please.
April May, at your service, bounce wink.
God, even like the back shot shows her doing the curve to this. Order! An introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. You horn dogs. The witness will refrain from wanton winking.
Oh, yes, Your Honor.
That's not good. She already captured the heart of every man in the court. Tell us where exactly you were on the night of September 5th when the murder occurred.
I was, like, in my hotel. I checked in, like, right after lunch.
This hotel is directly across from the Fay & Co. law offices.
That's right, big boy.
Please testify to the court what you saw.
Don't big boy, like, Edgeworth. Stop. It was, like, 9 at night. I looked out the window, you know. And then, oh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman, like, dodged to one side and ran away. But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. Then the woman with the long hair, she kind of slumped. The end. That's all I saw. Every little bitsy witsy wink. Licky face.
Well, Your Honor. I see. It is a... No, she literally licky-faced. She does it, like, really fast. It is remarkably solid testimony. I don't see any need to trouble the witness. Wait, what, Your Honor? Yes, Mr. Wright. What about my cross-examination? I thought the witness testimony just now was quite firm, didn't you? Mr. Wright, I understand you saw your Miss Mia Fay's understudy, were you not? You must know her technique well. Cowardly way of finding tiny faults in a perfectly good testimony. Hey, how dare you? Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine? Yeah. Gladly proceed. What do we have? Died from a blunt object. May have been a few minutes after being hit. This is 9:27.
Hold it!
Why'd you do that? Huh? Why? Like, why what? Why'd you look out the window? Were you expecting something? See something? Well, like, gee. What? That's it? She can't get out with the question that easily. I sort of, you know, winky face. I had a feeling. Well, I had a feeling she's trying to avoid the question. Maybe we should press harder? Yeah, sure. Surely you must have a reason you were, looking out your window at that time of night. Oh.
Objection!
Mr. Wright, I will not have you badgering my witness. Badgering? You insist on needling her with these trivial questions. I really don't think it should be allowed.
Yeah, stop him.
Poor girl. Order, Mr. Wright, you have been warned. Poor girl, what about me? You looked out the window, what'd you see? And then, ooh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was a mousy girl sitting next to the defendant's chair. The woman, like, dodged to the side and ran away. But that girl, she caught up and she hit her.
Hold it!
She dodged. Dodged what? Well, the attack. Please continue. But the girl, she caught up and hit her.
Hold it!
How do you know it was my client? Oh, well, gee, first of all, she had a girl's physique. And secondly, she was small. Who else could it be but her? I question your testimony. This testimony stinks. What? Miss May, I'm willing to bet that you're lying. Telling you the truth? Did you really see my defendant? Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this?
Yeah, what's the meaning? Somebody tell me because I'm clueless about this, I mean.
Okay, if you had really witnessed May's face, you would have noticed her clothing, not her physique. No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis except her, and I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. However, the witness testimony mentions neither of these things. Testimony's bogus. But still, we don't know if she was dressed that way the night of the murder. She was, Your Honor. I saw her, and so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May? Wow! What are you trying to say, you mean lawyer? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all that trifling little details were necessary, darling. Miss May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony. I'm sorry, winky face. Your Honor, I'll be a good girl, I promise. A wink. Your testimony again, if you would please. Damn, I'm sadder. I did see everything, I did. Victim, the woman dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. And then she hit her with that weapon. I saw it, I did. That clock, the clock, kinda statue-y clock? The thinker, I think? Oh, does the accuracy of my report not startle you, Teehee? Only wish you had been so detailed from the beginning. Please begin the cross-examination. Let's see.
Objection!
Miss May, what you said just now was quite revealing. Revealing? Ooh, you'd like that, wouldn't you, naughty Mr. Lawyer? You just said this statue of the thinker was a clock, but there's no way of knowing that just by looking at it. Another person in much the same position as you recently called this a clock too, and he was found guilty of murder. Order? Miss May, can you explain how you knew this was a clock? Oh,
Objection!
the witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns. Yes, of course. You will withdraw your question, Mr. Wright. But questions are all I have, Your Honor. And as you may recall, I've caught murders before with these questions. Well, once. Objection sustained. You may continue your questioning witness. Whew, that was close. If he stopped me there, the trial would have been over. So what happens now? What happens now is you answer my question. How do you know it was a clock? What? That's because I heard it? Yes, I heard it. It says the time. So you've been to the law offices. No! Hey, I wouldn't say that. I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard it from my hotel room. Hee. The law offices of Coe and Fay, where the murder took place, is very close to the hotel. She could easily have heard the clock. Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied? No, Your Honor. Can't give it now. I'm not satisfied because it couldn't have rung. Your Honor, members of the court. It is inconceivable the clock rang in question because it's empty. The clock is missing its clockwork. How could you possibly? Let's take a look right now. Oh, see anything interesting, Your Honor? It is, the defense says. This clock is missing its clockwork. It's quite empty. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this? So as you can see, the clock was empty, couldn't have rung. Therefore, the witness is a big, fat liar. Fat? Well, Miss May. Oh, quite a show you put on for us, Mr. Wright. You knew the clock was empty. Somehow he knew. I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty. As you say, it can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clock removed? If it was after the witness heard the clock, then there's no contradiction. Oh, that's true. That is a possibility. The clock must have been empty but after she heard it. And that is exactly what happened, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove the clockwork was removed? Oh, impossible, of course. I have proof. What? Yeah, wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening. And I'll show you the proof you like so much. The evidence that proves the clock removed.
Take that!
Take a look at this. Huh? That's a very cute cell phone. Ooh, you have a girly phone. wait, this isn't my phone. Listen, this is the defendant's cell phone, and it contains a recording. A recording of a conversation she had the victim on the day of the murder. Order? The defendant's cell phone! This wasn't brought to my attention. Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it. The good detective better remember he's up for evaluation soon. Gotta say, I'm starting to feel bad for the big fella. Let's hear the conversation. Cock isn't talking right now, huh? It's not working. That's lame. I have to take the clock cat. Your Honor, I think this makes it clear the clock had already been gone by the time this was recorded. Which was well before the witness even arrived at her hotel. Well, Miss May, how would you care to explain to the court just how you knew this weapon was a clock? Well, isn't it obvious? I saw that clock before. What store was that again? I got so many. Oops, I forgot. Wink. So the witness had seen it before. That makes sense. Does the defense have an objection? Yeah. Witness claimed she had seen it before, but this directly contradicts a piece of evidence already submitted to the court. Well, let's see it. Please produce the evidence. It's simple. This clock was never in any store. What? A friend of mine made this clock. Only two exist in the world. The only one, the other one is in here. The one that isn't here is already in police custody. Impossible. Everything is sold in stores. Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. Oh, excuses not for sale today? Oh, the heart's spinning. Oh no, the boobies bounce. What's it to you, porcupine head? That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it! And she should die for it. Whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law, and the witness will remain calm. Oh, silly me. Did I, lose it? I guess I did. Scary. Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, how did you know the weapon was a clock? No, dear. Does the defense have an opinion on this behavior? Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain how I see the truth of the matter. April May, you knew the weapon was a clock because... you heard it. The witness had never held the clock in her hand. However, she had heard that it was a clock. She heard? That's correct, Your Honor. There's no other way she could have known to think it was a clock. And I can show you the proof. Well, that's interesting. Let's see it then. Show me the evidence. Oh, look at this. Ah! Oh, that! I found this in Miss May's room. Mr. Wright, please explain to this court what this thing is. Miss April May, you were tapping the victim, Miss May's phone, were you not?
Objection!
Your Honor, this is irrelevant. I'm not entirely sure that it is. Objection overruled. Troubles me that our witness was in possession of a wiretap. This is outrageous! Does the defense truly claim that the witness was tapping her phone? Absolutely. Even if that was the case, which it is not, you still have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say the weapon was a clock on the phone? Can you prove that? I think not. Yeah, I think I can. Simple. What? Here's my proof. It's the recording. Edgeworth, hello? I present the defendant's cell phone again. Yeah, we've seen that. Listen once more between the victim. It's a clock. It's made like a statue to look like the thinker. It's April May. You used the wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the thinker was a clock. Am I wrong?
Objection!
Your Honor, this is ridiculous. Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? The defendant demands an answer. Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May. Shut up, all of you! What gives you the right to talk to me like that? You lawyer!
It's not fair, all of you ganging up on me like that. Oh, I'm the bad girl, is that it? Yeah, I'm crying. Oh, my crocodile tears. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa.
That did it. Court's seeing the real Miss May now. Now to deal the final blow. Why? Why'd you tap her phone? Answer the question.
Do I have to? Isn't that a murder trial, not a tippy-tapping? Relevant?
She's saying the words that she wants to say. You were tapping the victim's phone. I heartily call that irrelevant. While this court does not condone the defense's tone of voice, he has a point. Miss May, do you have an explanation for the court? Can you prove you had nothing to do with this murder even though you tapped your phone? Mr. Law, I saw that evil grin. You were probably thinking, I'd like to see you pull that off, huh, weren't you? Damn, she's good. Well, you're not the first man who thought that, and of course I can and will. Can't be serious, no way. Way, I say way. Oh, and I assure you, I'm serious, Mr. Lawyer. Okay, so the killing happened around like 9 a.m. at night, right? Well, that's just when I was getting room service from the sweet bellboy. Room service? Iced coffee, I believe it was. Iced coffee, you know, like normal coffee, but cold. If you don't drink it quick, the ice melts and then you have regular cold coffee. Iced coffee? Think I'm making this up? Ask the bellboy, wink. Ergo, the witness was not at the scene of the time of the murder. I mean, that doesn't make you... I mean, that just means you weren't the murderer. It doesn't mean you make you, like, not complicit with whatever happened. Where does that leave us? It is my great displeasure to inform you that the witness appears to have been tapping the victim's phone. However, that is a separate crime and bearing nothing on the current case. Testimony stands. She saw her do the murder. No, they're just gonna let her walk away. There has to be some way I could win. I have to tie this to her to the murder. Call the bellboy. Vince would like to call the hotel bellboy as a witness. There's something suspicious here. I'm getting to the bottom of it.
I think you sunk it quite low enough.
Objection!
I object to calling the bellboy. Why? What's your reason? Because I hold that the wiretapping had nothing to do with the killing. However, if you agree to one condition, I'll call the witness. Miss April May's alibi is not called into question after you examine the bellboy, then you recognize that Miss May was not the killer and that she's innocent. And thereby, you also accept the verdict of guilty for Miss Maya Fey. That's my condition. Yeah, this is not a thing you do in court. Yo, bet. Yo, bet. Fucking bet. Alright. Got nothing to lose except everything. Fool. Fell into my trap. Wait. I believe we're ready to witness testify. He certainly does look like a bellboy. Yes, sir. I received your summon in the middle of work, sir. I'm happy to be of service. That tea set looks rather heavy, so without further ado, the witness may begin his testimony. Very good, sir. I am the head bellboy at the fine Gateway Hotel in the business for 4 generations. I believe I received a call about 8 in the evening for my guest, Miss May. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 on the dot, sir. I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course, and I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. I say, defense may begin cross-examination. Right, I'm ready. I hope. This is it. If I can't prove Miss May was involved with the murder somehow, I will be finished. Time to press all 3 sentences.
Hold it!
What exactly is it you do at the hotel? Why, everything required of me, sir.
I check in guests, I check out guests. I clean rooms, I make beds. I even deliver room service, sir. Checked Miss Main personally. Are you always so prim? Mr. Wright, you will refrain from asking frivolous questions.
Hold it!
Are you sure it was Miss May on the phone? Absolutely, sir. How can you be so certain? I checked Miss May personally, sir. Not only did I see her in all her stunning radiance, but I also heard her voice. And then I saw them, and I. Oh no, he's thinking about titties. The point being, I remembered it quite well, sir. Yes, what then? Yes, for a nice coffee to be brought to her at 9 p.m. on the dot, sir.
Hold it!
9 on the dot, you say? Yes, I confirmed that detail several times. He was watching a program on TV and wished to drink it after finishing, sir. 9 on the murder of the murder. Time of the murder. Brought it to her at precisely the time requested, of course.
Hold it!
Precisely 9, then. Precisely, exactly. And most definitely, sir, 9 p.m. How could you be so sure? Miss May was quite insistent that it be brought then. Oh, bellboy, tee-hee, I'd like iced coffee at exactly 9. Something like that, sir. Therefore, I knocked on the door at the crack of 9, sir. Why would you be so particular about the time? I delivered the iced coffee to her, our guest, Miss May herself.
Hold it!
You are sure it was Miss May herself present? Absolutely, sir. Absolutely? Yes, sir. As in, so very absolutely, sir. It's an endearing mannerism of mine. How come you're so very certain? Well, when I brought the room service, sir, the guest, sir, favored me with an embrasse, sir. Embrasser? Is that French for embrace? It's French for kiss, sir. But not a French kiss, sir. More like a peck on the cheek. But why would she have done that? I believe perhaps she was momentarily swayed by my prim demeanor, sir. It was a moment I shall never ever forget, sir. Sounds pretty fishy to me. I think Miss May was up to something and wanted the bellboy to remember her. It's no good. There's nothing there. Is that it? Finally, you understand. This bellboy has absolutely no reason to lie. Now, if you have any decency, you will end this rather tedious cross-examination. Well, it was a bit tedious. The witness may leave the stand. Can't let this happen, can I? I gotta protest. Wait, please wait. Yes, does the defense have something to add? One last question, sir. Let me ask one last question. Your Honor must object. This charade of justice is gone long enough. Oh no, Mr. Edgeworth. Alright, Mr. Wright. I'll give you one more question, that's all. This really is my last chance. What do I ask him about? Bed making? No. Check-in? No. Room service. Tell me about the room service again. Again, sir. At exactly 9, I delivered the room service to Miss May in 303. Guest had requested iced coffee. 18 was the charge, I recall. $18? Doesn't that seem a bit expensive? Yes, well, iced coffee for 2, you know, and we don't skimp on the ice, sir. What do you say? What do you say? Rather quite. Bellboy, tell us the truth now. There's someone else staying in the Miss May's room.
Objection!
I object. That was objectionable. Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question. Yes, I see. Why did you not mention this in your testimony? Well, sir, you didn't ask. Nice try. That's the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention. Yes, quite. Indeed, it was the good barrister there, Mr. Edgeworth, who, he asked me not to mention if I wasn't asked specifically, sir. You fool! Bitch. I've done it, I've won. Alright, there's something about the sprite. You can see, like, the tie bleeding into, like, his collar. A little bit.
spicy. Miss April May checked into a twin room with a man. Correct. Yes, sir. Then, when you brought them service, you didn't see that man in the room. That's right, sir. Your Honor, we have just learned of another person involved who may have been the murderer. In light of this new fact, I hold that it's impossible to judge the defendant. Wouldn't you agree, Edgeworth? And, who, Mr. Wright? Who is the other person? Simple. It was the man with... It was obviously the other person with Miss May. Question mark? Isn't this a point where you could just fuck up and say the wrong thing? Or just insta-lose? Man who checked in. Your Honor, as has been previously revealed, Miss April May was tapping the victim's phone. And Miss May herself has an alibi for the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man that was with her. The bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder. Well, what a convenient little setup, but it's a little too late. Too late? Suppose you'd like it if it was too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who hid the presence of the other man from this court. Bitch. Upstart amateur. These accusations are ludicrous. Enough. Court acknowledges the defense argument. I expect the prosecution and defense to look into the matter fully. I understood. Yes. Yes, Your Honor. That's all for today of the trial, Miss Mayfair. Court is adjourned. Fuck, dude. Bitch. Mr. Wright, you were amazing in there. Really? I think I may be your newest fan. No, I was doing my job, you know. Then again, that other attorney was pretty cool too. Huh? The face of his, with his eyes wide and trembling lips, sent shivers up my spine. If you say so. So what happens to me? Do I get to go home now? Well... No, I don't think so. Not yet. Oh, I see. But I got a great lead in today's trial. Lead? That man with Miss May. He's the key. Oh, I get it. What happened to Miss May after that, anyway? Heard they arrested her. I guess she's learning her charm won't work on everything. She's probably at the detention center now. I may have to go down there later. Anyway, this case is far from closed. Yes, sir. I'm gonna find out more about this man. Do you think he was the one who... Maybe so. Yes. Don't worry, I'll find him by tomorrow, I promise. Counting on you. I asked for a full record of April May's testimony. Thought it might come in handy during the trial. Now that I have it, I'm not so sure. Most of her testimony was lies. In fact, there's only one part that hasn't been stricken from the record. I don't know how much good that'll do for me at all. Anyway, time to hit the pavement and do some investigation. Maya doesn't belong in the detention center. It's up to me to set her free. To be continued. Yo. What's up? I was checking something. It is now September 7. What are you doing? Don't do that. Raisins. Alright, well hello. I didn't expect anyone to visit me in such a dank place. It's really quite moving. Not, you stinking Laura. I hope you die. Have you come to laugh? Yes, laugh at the fallen Miss May. No, not really. There's something I wanted to ask. Unfortunately, there's nothing I want to be asked. Haven't you done enough questioning, you spiky head? Here we go again. Please, you're scaring the security guard. So, what is it you wish to ask of me, then? Stardust, how did you get to be so totally whacked? This guard monitors the room. He hasn't moved an inch. Maybe he just doesn't get to see a lot of women like Miss May in here. Smile for the camera. So what do we got? Oh, we got floor plans. And the victim dodged an attack, then ran to the right, but was caught and struck. That's all that's seen. That man. About that man who stayed at you at the hotel. Can you tell me about him? Where is he? Come on. No way, Jose. Maybe if I had something to get him to talk. Why do you place a wiretap on Mia's phone? Oh, when you say it so like that, it sounds so cold, criminal. Tapping people's phones is a crime, Miss May. Oh, and I suppose you learned that in lawyer school, huh? Creep. Someone's impossible to talk to. What's with your attitude? Say, why are you so angry? I mean, you don't look like a bad person. Oh, that does it, bottom-feeding scum-sucking lawyer. Bottom? I can't tell. Does she have something against lawyers or just me? Hey, guess what? Actually, I really hate your guts. So get lost because, well, I'm not cooperating. Oh, I guess I gotta come back. Let's go check out Mr. Grossberg for advice. Huh. Looks like he's out again. Maybe he's avoiding me? Oh hey, there's a paper on the desk. What's this? Old photos, there's 2 lines here. Something's been written on the back in pencil. DL6 incident. Yo. Yeah. DL6 Exhibit A, because there's evidence. DL6 incident Exhibit B. Let's take a look at these. I'm sure I've seen this person before somewhere. Perhaps I'll borrow this photo. I'm sure no one will miss just one photo, and it might be a valuable clue. I'll take it down. Photo quietly added to the court records. Photo lies on the desk. Maybe I should switch it with the one I took. I think I'll swap them. Wasn't there a giant photo hanging on the wall here? Yeah. There was a painting of... No, that was you. Sunflowers. Wasn't it? It was a very memorable photo anyway. Oh wait, I think what I remember is you take the photo of the dude and show May, and she's like, "What the fuck?" And then you swap it so that he sees the photo of the other person, and then he gets all flustered later. Anyways, let's see what's happening at the offices. Are police gone? Oh right, and I believe there was an ongoing thing about investigating the plant, and it was just constantly like, yeah, you're watering it, nice. Some of the case files missing? Nah, I'm imagining things. Hotel. Welcome, sir. Quite the performance today, if I dare say so myself. Oh, thanks. Sorry for putting you on the spot like that. No, not at all, sir. Your efforts today can only help the Gatewater's rep, as they say. Huh? Rep? Yes, our reputation will swell as the hotel where the murderer used the wiretap. We could charge a premium for the room, of course. It would be great for business, sir. Whoa, Miss May hasn't been charged with murder. I, too, will become famous. The bellboy who brought the murderer iced coffee. What I feel like we're both stuck in the same bad dream. So, you are an honored guest. Please let me know if there's anything I can bring. The screwdriver stuck in the drawer. Oh, please, there it is, sir. That's the drawer of terror, hiding place of the murderer's wiretap. It's set to become one of the most popular attractions here, sir. This guy's serious, I don't believe it. Nice weather again, I can see across. Ah, yes. We plan to install a telescope in that window, of course. Just $5 will earn you 3 minutes of a view of a killer. Just kidding, sir. But the look in his eyes, it seemed like he was way more serious. Okay. Ah, still seeing painting, whatever. One of those hanging on the wall. Simple bed, recently made, not eye-catching. Yo. It looks like caramel hair. And he's got like upside down bunny ears for a tie. About Miss May. Oh, her. Sir, not to boast, but I knew the moment I saw her. She'd do it, I said. Do what? I'm starting to think the most suspicious person here is this guy. The man. I wanted to ask you about the man who was with Miss May. Ah, yes. He struck me as a real lady killer, if you'll pardon the expression. I knew it from the moment I saw him, sir. You and I are of the same ilk. Both carry the scent of danger. There, we are in total agreement, Mr. Psycho Bellboy. If you had a photo of the man, I'm sure I could identify him. There you go. Could you tell me about this hotel? Absolutely! Subject, I have an excellent idea, sir. Currently, the hotel is known as the Gatewater. Propose that we add a subtitle. Subtitle? Gatewater Hotel. Murder Manor. Oh, what do you think? Sounds great. Whatever floats your boat, idiot. Oh, my badge. Sorry, all I could think about during the trial was the hotel. I wasn't paying much as evidence. Take a look at his photo. That's him, detective. I'm the lawyer. Oh, I know that. I just wanted to say detective once. You know how it is. No, I don't. Without a doubt, that is the man who checked in with Miss May. How about I write an affidavit, swearing that that's him? Yeah, sure. Well, sure, why not? Yes, I've always wanted to write an affidavit, sir. From henceforth, I'll be known as the bellboy who swore the affidavit. Just hurry up and write it. Alright. And then let's go to the center to show the photo. You again? Can you take a hint and stay gone? Hey, the only reason I'm back here is because you won't talk to me. Oh, so it's my fault now? You don't just have spiky hair, you have a spiky heart. That does it. When I'm done with this case, I'm shaving my head. See, he's being accused of murder. Would you have sold out the late Miss Fate of the cops? No. See? Damn. Here's a photo. Look at this. Look, I've said several times. I'm not telling you. What do you... Aha, reaction. This is him, isn't it? What? Who? Hen? Why? It is him. It's the man who stayed in the hotel the night of your murder. No, that's not right. Nice try, Miss Cooperative. Do you have proof that it was him? Hmm? Yeah, proof. Show me proof. So close. Can you have a look at this? What's that? Bellboy's additive tells us everything he saw, such as the man you checked in with. Who is this guy? Most definitely. Where's she? That's it. All or nothing. No use playing dumb. You don't talk. I'm taking this info to the press. What? Even though he should have been a witness to murder, your little friend was missing. Could have pissed it on field day with his reputation. Oh, fine. I'll talk. You win, lawyer. Yes, man, that felt good. It's great to be alive. Are you pumping your fists in the air? Now tell me about the man you were with. That man, he's my boss. Red White, the president of the information gathering conglomerate Blue Corp. Red White? Information gathering? Well, I suppose you could call it a detective agency. Is this the man that was with you the night of the murder? I'm scared to talk. I don't want to end up like her. It's okay, I'll just ask Mr. White himself. You tell me where Blue Corp's located? Mr. Red White at last. Finally, I'll lead on this guy. If Mike couldn't have done it, that leaves him. Time to take action. Bellboys have discarded. You're wasting your time, lips are sealed. Alright. Time to go back to the offices. Oh, the photo's gone. Oh, that familiar clearing of the throat. Ah, you again. Hello, Mr. Grossberg. Well, you're quite the thing, my boy. Excuse me. The trial. He was there. It reminded me of myself when I was in youth. Guess something passed down through me, maybe? Brings back memories, does. Ah, the days of my youth. Like the scent of fresh lemon, you see. I apologize. It was a bit too much for me, my boy. Seeing you today, well... I appreciate reminiscing, but I'd much rather you gave me info. Today's trial. So you came to see the trial? Yes, I did. Something was bothering me last night, you see. Couldn't get a wink of sleep. Really? What was that? Well, you see, it's just Mia's sister, the poor girl. Boy, I owe you my thanks, truly. I don't know what would you have done if things had gone poorly for that girl. You were that worried, why didn't you defend her? I asked before, but why did you refuse her request for defense? I think I have a right to know. Alright, Mr. Wright. No, I'm sorry, it's just... I need time to think about it, my boy. Does seem troubled about something. Maybe I could find something that'll inspire him to talk. The other day, I'm sure there was a big pretentious-looking painting on the wall. Pretentious-looking? Well, you know, the one I mean. Anyway, where'd it go? Oh, yes, well, I got rid of it. Got quite tired of the thing recently. Really. Sold it, you see. Yes, that's right. Sold it? I'm sure if I buy that. Wasn't that the painting you rather important to you, sir? Did something happen? I don't see how that's any of your business. Please, speak no more of that accursed painting. I didn't... Here's a photo. Excuse me, I was wondering about this photograph. Where'd you get that? Give it back at once. I'm sorry to have taken it without your knowledge. But I have to know, who is this man? He was most likely in April May's room the night of the murder. What's that you say? Are you quite certain, my boy? What has him so flustered? I beg your pardon, but I must ask you to leave. I need to be alone. He's fallen silent as a stone, a rather large stone. Guess I should return the photo. Not at liberty to speak. What about my bitch? Oh. Alright, guess we move on. How's the hotel doing? Bellboy's out. Sound of water coming from the shower. La-di-da, money making. I got the money making blues. Someone seems to be enjoying the showers. Don't see anything new, so... Time to just go to Blue Corp. Go. I know, I'm trying to keep you up. I gotta get to a save, though. Oh, jeez. Making bacon. Oh, you should go install the app for the egg. Well, I mean for future reference. Alright. Alright. What's this surreal decor? Welcome, please furnish me with your title of personage. What the? Your name? What's your name? I was just inquirably asking the title that you go by. Wright? Phoenix Wright? Inquirably. Mr. Wright, is it? Right, I see. Splendiferous. Perhaps I have intimidated you with my giantesque vocabulary. What is this guy's problem? I'm Red White, CEO of Blue Corp, you know, corporate expansion official. My business dealings bring me into contact with the elite of the elite. So I'm afraid I'm not used to converging with the wordily challenged. What a fruitcake. Let me guess. You are an attorney fresh out of law school, are you not? That's the only explanation for why you have come to meet me like this. What does he mean by that? No matter. So what business does a mighty lawyer have for a man such as myself? Yipes, this guy's arrogance meter's off the scale. Let's take a look. Such a man holding the world up. Blue Corp side stands entirely. Model of the man is, of course, Mr. White. Truly a work of art, but probably too beaudacious for you to appreciate. Correct. A little too beautacious for me to appreciate. Anyone to appreciate. An impressive line of trophies. Judges special runner-up, best participation. Judges cooperation, special good try prize. Huh. The word judges and special kind of stand out. Guessing it's supposed to be a desk. My. It's quite the thing. It is modeled on my body, see? Well, does its sleek roundature not inspire you? Have I seen this somewhere in this replica? Ridiculosity! I have no interest in anything but originals. That right there is a bona fide original worth 5 million for sure. Miss May is an employee of Blue Corp, is she not? Correct! She was my secretariat. What a shock it was to hear what she had done. she has done? You mean the wiretap? Indeed, she is paid to answer phones. Tapping them is not in her description job. She does gather information for us as part of her duties. But I assure you, we do not condone illegal methods. It is ineffable that she would do this. Sounds like he's trying to turn Miss May into a scapegoat. On the night of murder, were you in Maple May's room? Who can say? I seldom pay attention to mundane details, such as time and place, very conveniently. My motto is, don't worry, be happy. Still, Mr. White, the hotel bellboy has stated on record that he does remember you very clearly. No matter, the bellboy can say what he pleases. Still won't talk to you. If you want me to speak, put me on the witness stand. Though I doubt you'd be capable of doing that. It's a good question, actually. Why didn't the prosecution call him as a witness? They'd have seen the same thing as April May. Oh ho! The police, the courts. To me they are mere toys. Playthings for my amusement. What kind of company is Blue Corp anyway? Ah, excellent question. We buy and sell various kinds of information. We are a company of the future, you might say. We are the future. Sell information. In just 10 years, I've built this business up to the grand office you see now. In case you were wondering, Blue Corp was named after the color blue. Red White of Blue Corp, as founder and CEO named it so. And why, you ask? Because I like the color blue, of course. Fantabulistic, is it not? There's something that's been bothering me. Yes, what might it be? The big painting on the wall over there. Where'd you get it? When'd you get it? No idea. Forgot. I've seen that painting before. Yesterday, in fact. Why did I find the painting here today? Mr. Wrong, was it? Right. It appears you do not fully grasp your position here. I ask again, who are you? A lawyer? No, my feeble friend. A mere lawyer. Worth nothing. Zilch, zippo, nada. Just like that sorry excuse for an attorney. Grottyburger. What? Oh no. He got beat up. He punched me. Well, Mr. Lawyer, what will you do, eh? Charge me with assault? Charge away, I welcome it, for it is you who will be found guilty. What? Hear my exposition, the police, the courts, they all do my bidding. So you say, but I wonder, is that kind of control really possible? I don't expect you to understand. It is world beyond your comprehension. You came here from Grottyburgers, I presume. Mr. Grossberg's, yes. Then you must ask him, why is it that this painting of his hangs here? Perhaps then he will tell you. Perhaps he will explain how a man can live life purely for personal profit. Go now, skedaddle. There's nothing more to discuss. Once again, the ghost trick thing of I have to check everything 3 times. I don't think he's noticed me standing here. Maybe I should clear my throat. At him! Jumping Jehoshaphat! Oh, you! What's wrong? You look so pensive, like an old man at the end of his days. I'm not that senile yet. I'm just thinking about the whole mess. Something's really bothering him, that's for sure. So give him a state trial. Yep. Mr. White. So, I paid Blue Corp a visit. Oh, I see. Mr. Grossberg, I have to admit, something has been bothering me. Oh, what is it?
Out with it, boy.
See, it's just, that big painting. Mr. Grossberg, sir, there was a giant painting hanging there the other day, was there not? The one you said you had no intention of parting with? I saw it today. It was in the CEO's office.
So, you noticed. I suppose I should have guessed you would. It is a large painting.
Mr. Grossberg, I know you and Mr. White are connected somehow.
Connected, you say?
Yes, and I know what it is. He's blackmailing you.
Mr. White has something on you, doesn't he? Blackmail? I think that painting is rather gaudy proof. Very well. This may be the chance I've been waiting for. Maybe it's time to get this off my chest, so I can finally rest easy again. After all, you were me as understudy. Perhaps it was fate?
What's he talking about?
Red White is a man who makes his living through intimidation. Blue Corp is a company that excels in finding people's weaknesses, I'm afraid. Been paying them for 15 years now. All because of the DL6 incident, as you may have guessed. As you suspected, I could not stand in defense of Maya because of this. White would have destroyed me if I did, so that's the connection. It is hard for me to tell you this, my boy, but arresting Mr. Red White will be nigh impossible. He has information on everyone. It gives him an iron grip. He owns judges, attorneys, prosecutors, police, and politicians.
What?
They are bound, not able to do harm to themselves and therefore to him. Don't look at me like that. When you see, you'll see.
What is the DL6 incident?
DL6 is nothing more than the sorting code the police case gave. It was 15 years ago now. I received a spirit request from spirit medium. Her name was Misty Fey. Indeed, she was Mia's mother. She had been investigating a murder at the bequest of the police. And she failed. As a result, the police called her a fraud. I did all I could for her, and in the end, cleared her of wrongdoing. The murder case, however, remained unsolved to this day. That case is the DL6 incident. DLC. It's DLC.
But why were you blackmailed over this, Mr. Grossberg?
The DL6 incident was top secret at the time. Made sense. The police didn't want people to know they were using a medium. They couldn't let people know. One person found out. I told him. I told White. He offered me riches. It's just an embarrassment to me now. Because I talked, the police were mocked far and wide. In secret, they began looking for the one who sold them out. Of course, White heard about it and he came to me. Only this time the offer was blackmail. White controls the law of this country, it seems. Yet if you were still challenge him, close look at Mia's office. Followed his every move for years. May have recorded something she found.
Alright. See how everyone else is doing. Nothing doing. Nothing doing. Am I barred from here? Oh, he's still allowing me here. It's funny, looking at the room, it seems normal. Hard to imagine murder took place here. Mr. Grossberg said there would be clues. Oh, it's time to look at the missing cases. A to I. F for Misty Fey. Read it. I've tarnished the Fey name, leaving only those words my mother vanished. I was determined to find the one who made my mother blame herself in this way. Using the power that runs in her family, I held an audience of the dead. Finally, the name of two men surfaced. One was Marvin Grossberg, a lawyer who sold my mother's information for riches. The other was the man who sold the information to the press, this parasite who makes his fortune in threats and coercion. His name is... Record stops. Skim. A suicide. She has a collection of suicide reports as politicians, policemen. There's writing on most of these in pencil. White? This is Mia's handwriting. I get it. These were thought to be suicides. White drove them all. I can use these newspaper clippings. Let's find the most disturbing one. Spooky. W. White. Entire W section missing. Was it taken? Alright. Can't check that. Alright. Found this in Mia's files, so she was investigating Red White as expected. Well, if you wanted to challenge him, you could present us in court. Not a bad idea. Let's see. Is Maya here now? No. Oh, all that's left to do is go to Blue Corp. Well, aren't you persistent? Sorry, but there's something I have to ask you. Mr. Laura, I really hate having to repeat myself, but it seems the message has not yet penetrated your thick skull. Stop bothering me. If you try my patience further, I will fear a nasty accident may occur. Do I make myself clear? Okay. Well, let's just present the filings. Alright, suicidal politician. He was embezzling secret government funds, and one day, word got leaked to the press. Then he took his own life, and this concerns me how. I found this article in Mia's office. He had it filed under articles like this. Every single one was labeled white. That's right. I know what you did to this politician. You blackmailed him. You're blackmailing him. Blackmail? Not just him either. You're threatening and coercing hundreds of others. You're involved in all the suicide cases that Mia investigated. This company's built on blackmail. I'm right, aren't I? What a bizarre accusation! I'm going to punch you! Mr. Wrong, what is it you should be doing? Investigating me? No, no, no! I think not. You should be searching the one who killed Miss Mia Fey. Secretary's office, hello? Mr. Wrong will be leaving now. Yes, sir. I'll send someone right away. Wait a second, Mr. White. You're wrong. Wrong, Mr. White. Excuse me. What I should be going is going after you. Just what are you insinuating? Mia was on you. She kept tabs. For this reason, you had April May tap her phones. Then Mia was murdered and all the documents about you disappeared. So, the culprit would be... Even a child could work it out, Mr. White. You didn't. We won't be needing an escort from Mr. Wrong. Instead, please connect me to the public prosecutor's office. White, that you? What are you calling at this time? Hello, Chief Prosecutor. I've changed my mind. I want to testify tomorrow. What's this about? The Mia Fey case. I witnessed the murder, you see. And thus, as a very important witness, I would like to testify. What? Why now? I thought you didn't want to go to court. Quietude! I told you I changed my mind, didn't I? Oh, and one other thing. Send the police over here right away. The man is standing right in front of me. He looks dazed but could be violent. What? What man? Are you even listening? The executioner, the hatchet maker, the liquidator, the killer man! Mr. Wright isn't one of those, Chief Prosecutor. Do not believe you are in a position to freely offer your opinions to me, correct? I'm telling you to send the police now. Did I not tell you, Mr. Wrong? You are a mere lawyer, as I was Miss Mia. How dare you? I'll point the finger at you, and you will be tried as Miss Mia's killer. Case is as good as settled. No lawyer of any worth will defend you. Well, you see, as a lawyer myself, I can defend myself. I have friends in the local law association, you see. You'll be given a lawyer so stupendously inept that they will make even you look competent. I feel faint. Detective Gumshoe reporting, sir. Ah, Butts. Harry Butts. Right, actually. Phoenix Wright, and my friend's name is Larry. Oh, right. Sorry, pal. Butts was the murderer, right? Detective Gumshoe. Present you with the man who killed Miss Mia Fey. What? Take this despicable human into custody. Farewell, Mr. Wrong. Now we're in the detention center. White's gonna set a trap for me, and the prosecution will be in on it, of course, Edgeworth. Attorney will be assigned by the state. I refused. I had an idea. Right, Mr. Wright. Oh, hey, Maya. Great. They let you out of detention. Just now, yes. It's all thanks to you. Ha. Now I'm afraid we've just switched places. What? What do you mean? You... What? Now I'm the accused. That's the reason that she's allowed to leave. I don't believe it. How many people does that man need to destroy before he's satisfied? My mother, my sister, now you? It's gone too far. Mr. Wright, please tell me, is there anything I could do? Well... cheer me on in court. Well, you could cheer for me in court. Cheer for you? You mean like a cheerleader? Huh? Yeah, like that. Alright, leave it to me. Huh? I better go get a uniform and some pom-poms. But wait. What? I'm kidding! It was a joke! No way. No, really, I was kidding, but thanks. It's good to know you're on my side. There really isn't anything you can do for me anyway. But I can't just sit here and do nothing. Gotta give that man a piece of my mind. Just a piece? Okay. Then come to the trial tomorrow. Okay, I'll be there. Show them a thing or two. Slam down. Times may change, yet with crime, it's the same old story. In fact, it's gotten worse. Lengthy court proceedings are no longer realistic. Beginning a few years ago, a limit of 3 days was put on initial court trials. Almost all finished in a day, most with a guilty verdict. Never thought I would end up in the defendant's chair myself in this case. With the true culprit appearing as a star witness, this is it. Tomorrow it's me or him. In between chapter complete. Finally savable. Alright, let's stop there. Whoa.